So you definitely like it better with the cap on the end.
Yeah, I think it looks best with the cap on the end.
Okay. What about the stripy one?
I like it. Yeah, I like it. Adds a bit of texture to it.
What, enough to make you want to put the others on like that, or just leave them as they are? I can do another one stripy if you want, just to give you something to compare it with. I think the solid, I don't know, like you say, texture I suppose.
Although it does make it look more like it's got 4 flags on it than it does
Yeah,
4 propellers.
yeah. Mm.
Whoops. Step between the ice. Yeah. It's a nice effect, but yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't
flags,
really
yeah.
look like blades.
Yeah.
And the light gray definitely gives it more of a metallic look to it.
Yeah, just to contrast with the thing behind it, really, isn't it? Ooh, that was difficult to do.
Alright, we've nearly got that airship operational now.
Yep, we need whoever is good with the redstone to replace the cobblestone blocks with the.
Yep, we'll let Dwindon fool with that tomorrow.
Whoever counted those grey wool did it just perfectly.
Well, even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay. Do you want to leave this platform up underneath ready for when you're doing the engine? Then
Yeah, we'll need that exactly for when we replace the engine stuff. Alright, I like. Good job.
and have a look. A lot better when you get down here. It's quieter. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just that little bit different from the white, isn't it?
Yep.
15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So both the horizontals are safe. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10.
Yeah, I think 8 is the lowest it goes on the sails.
Yeah.
So they should be safe.
Yep. think so. And you got all the interior decorating to do.
Yeah, but mostly that's going to be just the cockpit, and a lot of that really can't be done until they get the update in with the picture frames.
Yeah.
Because I want to use, as we've said, the dials for the clocks for dials and things. Very cool. Good job. Thank you, man.
Oh, you're welcome. Nice to be able to help out on something else other than a project of mine, to be honest. You guys always seem to be helping me.
We enjoy it, and mainly because we never really have that much to work on. I said this.
You have, you just don't get around to it.
Well, it's more like as slowly as my brain works. It's like, okay, what do I want to do with this? I feel kind of like Gimli. And it's one part in The Lord of the Rings, if you remember in the book, when they're at Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
In the book, you know, he gets separated from the rest of them. The rest of them are fighting on the wall. Gimli gets separated and ends up, go ahead and throw the wool in there. He gets separated from them and ends up in the, actually I need to throw these stairs back in there too. There we go. And ends up in the caves. And that's where he comes out and he talks about the glittering caves and how he's going to move down there after, you know, assuming they all survive the war, he's going to move down there after the war with a company of dwarves, and they're going to move into the caves and beautify them because of all the gems and crystals and all this. And Legolas says something about, well, are you sure that's wise, because we don't want dwarves coming in and stripping the caves out. And he said, no, you don't understand. No dwarf would ever mine a cave that beautiful. We would just go in and we would just beautify it and enhance it. And said, in fact, we might sit there and contemplate an entire day and then just make one little chisel mark on the wall at the end of the day. And that's the way I feel about the way I build. That's my justification.
Yes.
I'm spending all day thinking about how I'm going to beautify it to make sure that my one block that I place is the correct block in the correct place.
Well, I suppose I'd be quite similar, apart from the block would then be an out of place anyway. 13, 13, 12, 11, 10. Well, I'm glad you built this platform down here. I did not just fall off, I climbed down deliberately. That's my story.
Now, is that going to be enough light on the top one? That's the only one that I'm worried about.
The top one, definitely.
No, I mean the one that you're looking at there.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just coming up, I'm counting now. No. I don't think so. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So that's 8 from that one, so how about that one? 14, 13, 12...
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Does it get enough from that
11,
top?
10, 9, 8. This middle one,
Mm-hmm.
that one's the problem.
Mm.
Everywhere else is covered.
Says that just that one middle block there.
Yeah. Yeah, that middle block causes a problem. See. 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. That solves the problem completely, but doesn't look right, does it, with the torch there? I mean, there's another alternative actually. If I put a block of glowstone on top of this thing, this bar, what's that? 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
That would solve it.
That would solve it. If you put a block of glowstone on the top or either at the back, you know, even on the edge. Yeah.
Sounds good. Let me go grab another block and food check.
Thank you.
Okay.
Why is there a pig in a tree over there? How did he get into the trees?
And the
That one
pig's there,
can't
but
jump into it.
pig's there because the sheep got tired of being in it, I guess.
Yeah. The sheep had to go over to the toilet and he said, "Can you just watch my place?" I mean, really, we've got enough glowstone for you to put a layer of glowstone along the whole top of that beam if you wanted to. You know, not like we're short of it.
Should you put one at the top or put one at the back of it?
Well, let me just count just in case it's at the back. 1, so that's 15. So
15.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Either will do. So wherever you want it.
Okay.
Either straight on the top or...
So I was thinking one on the back, and then it would act more...
Yeah.
Would sit there and act kind of like a lantern for what's down below.
Yes.
Give it a reason to be there rather than just the glowstone on the top.
Yeah.
Right, looking good. Although with all these supports and the columns we built and the stairs and everything, it's starting to look like a really complicated redstone device more than... Yeah.
Yep.
It's like they're building a computer.
Well, wouldn't be the first people to do that in Minecraft.
Yeah, the one that built the really extreme one that you saw, the what is it, the 8-bit computer?
Yeah.
With the field full of redstone tiers that would probably fill this entire area around spawn.
Yeah.
It's actually a homeboy. He's actually from Georgia Tech.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's actually a computer science guy at Georgia Tech that did that.
Well, computers are just one on and off, really, which is all
There you go.
redstone is.
That's all that computers do, is just add ones and zeros. All they ever do.
You've got a field down there that needs harvesting.
Well, I just harvested half of it.
Oh, why would you harvest half a field?
I don't know why I was in there harvesting in the first place. I just found myself in there.
Shall we take away the back half of the platform and just leave it up to the steps here? And, do you want to leave it? You leave it all. Thinking then you can see a bit of the effect of your propellers.
Yeah, let's take it down. Maybe not to the steps, but definitely take it down to like this one right here.
What, just below the glowstone?
Yeah.
Just next.
Yeah, the road that the glowstone comes to. And then we can see how it looks from down there.
Which is great, because it gives us another chance to go and stand around and look at things instead of doing
Yes, it does. That's why I knew you were a bro.
Yeah.
You're my kind of worker.
That's it, yeah.
Alright, grab some coffee and let's go look and see what we've done. Back when I used to work at the university, I loved that. I did maintenance work there during the summertime. And that was the best part of the jobs, whenever we would stand around and figure out what we needed to do next.
That's right, yep. Time for a brew and let's contemplate the next step.
Mm-hmm. Like, I guess the first time I worked there, I was 16. And I had just started working, and I remember it was my first or second day on the job. I was like stripping some paint off of a door, and my supervisor Robert, he comes up to me and he's like, break time. And it's like, well, no, actually I'm really into this right now. I'm having, I'm doing it. And he comes up, puts his arm around me, takes the stripper out of my hand, sets it down, and says, no, you don't understand, break time, we're union.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
That should power us through the skies.
Mm-hmm. Get the engine finished tomorrow and it will be ready to go.
Oh, it's a case of it's just knocking out the cobblestone block and putting an iron block or something underneath, isn't it, really? And then just adorning it with levers and leaving a space for your dials and redstone lanterns.
Exactly. Figuring out the little detail work we want to put into it.
Okay, alright.
Alright, good job.